Hey, aloha, and welcome. Brother Richie, your backseat quarterback, got a brand new computer, got these nice gaming headphones. Took a chunk out of my hand. What a week. Brother Richie, this is September 25th. We are live from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. If you know, you know. Backseat quarterback, Grandma Noreen driving me around. Shout out to Brother Chaz, pointed that out to me. Looks like my grandma. She pretty much raised us. So. Week 3, just another insane day in the NFL. I have a bunch of AI tunes, but this new microphone doesn't pick up the music for I got to figure out how to do my intro song, but AI for some stuff is amazing. I love. Some stuff terrible. Like when it makes people say dumb shit and it looks like they're saying it, AI is going to get a lot of people in trouble. You could AI a picture of somebody like fucking a hooker and then extort them, blackmail them for money and say, I'm going to send this your way. It wasn't me. Well, good luck explaining that to her. So, anyway, I got a bunch of AI. I'm going to figure out a green screen, some tunes, but kicking it up one notch with this brand new computer, HP, PC. Fucking love it. Week 3. First of all, I got to say, college football is dead to me. Beavers 0-4 just got smoked by the Ducks. Would you pick a fucking color though, by the way? Gray uniforms, really? Is that one of your colors now? Gray, Oregon Ducks. Think you're so cool. F you, Ducks. I hope Penn State kicks your ass. I hope everybody kicks your ass. Long as the Ducks lose, my Beavers are done. We're on fire the coach mode. I don't know, bro. And they got to go back to pants, shorts, like up to here on dudes. So freaking pathetic. Week 3 of the NFL. First of all, if a guy gets disqualified from a game and he has cornrows, what if he just put on a black shield, cut the cornrows off, and put on number 98 and went back out in the game and never talked? The other team might know, but I don't know. Would the officials know? And then I got a beef. I got my segments. We're gonna do same old shit. I got grab bag this week, just random stuff of the NFL. What the Floos? We're keeping that guy's name alive. Got our hot seats from week 2, and then Chee Hoo episode or segment. Got my trusty little. Come on. But first, I want to talk a little bit about. Got to text my dad real quick. I want to talk about Kansas City Chiefs. So apparently they have, their backing. I don't know exactly how to word it, but they came out with T-shirts that said "Free 4," which is Rashee Rice. Free 4. He has a 6-game suspension. He should be in prison. Okay. He went 120 miles down the highway, caused an accident, caused bodily harm, luckily didn't kill anybody, and then fled the scene on foot. What if that's me or you? We're in prison, bro. He gets a measly 6-game suspension, and they want to wear free 4 T-shirts. Free him from what? It's pathetic, bro. There's been 80 NFL felons that they let play in the last 14 years. That's 6 a season. Felons, wife beaters, drug traffickers, speeding and reckless endangerment, manslaughter. And because these guys are good at football, you know what? And I got them on my fantasy team. I'm complaining, but I'm not. I just picked up Quinshawn Judkins, and he probably beat his chick up, and I fucking hate to say it. But when you go out of your way and you have a cause, and my cause is I don't want this guy that went 120 miles an hour and almost killed people and fled the scene of a crime, but we need to free him. What the fuck does that even mean? So, you know what? KC Chiefs, bad luck. Eat a fat one there. Now I would go into a little bit of tunes. Let's start out with my 3 big things from takeaway from week 3. Is it week 3 already? Are we going into week 4? How is that possible? Special teams. A lot of these special teams are special needs. I'm telling you. 4 blocked kicks, 2 returned for touchdowns, 19 missed kicks, 2 PATs, and 17 missed field goals. Get them out. And we still got guys catching punts at the 3-yard line. Call in fair catch. Whatever happened to you stand with your feet on the 10-yard line, and if it goes over your head, you take your chances. Special needs teams, boy. Unbelievable. Talk about also the worst of bad beats. If you're a Ram, make or miss the field goal, they're going to cover until they block the field goal. And he goes 70 yards. Get down. What are you doing? So I feel bad for you, Rams. My second big thing from week 3 is analytics. I'm going to go into it at the end, but if you throw the ball 50-50, you win. If you throw the ball 60%, you lose. Let me go into, listen to these teams. These teams throw the ball 60% or more. Cleveland, Miami, Dallas, Cincinnati. Press and hold. I don't want. Las Vegas, New York Giants, Tennessee, Carolina, New Orleans. Do you see a common thread here? 1-2, 0-3, 1-2, 2-1, but fading. 1-2, 0-3, 0-3, 1-2, 0-3. These are the teams that throw the ball 60%. You want to hear the teams that run 50-50 or better? Philly, Indy, Seattle, Green Bay, Minnesota, Buffalo. It's like 2 losses between them. And yet we still have Spencer Rattler throwing the ball 48 times. And Joe Flacco throwing the ball 45 times. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't understand. Wake up. These guys get paid $7 million a year. These coaches. Coordinators probably make $1 million. And me and Eric are smarter than them. It's just unbelievable. So analytics. QBs, 30-plus passes. 6 of the winning teams and 11 of the losing teams threw the ball 30 times. Turnovers, another huge thing. 10-3-3 this week. Only 5 teams have lost a turnover battle and won a game through 48 games in the NFL. Take care of the ball and run the ball. And if you say you can't run the ball, it's because you won't run the ball. And because you don't run the ball. I don't care how bad your O-line is. They're still 300-pound NFL players. And if you got them on the ball and said, set hut and blow them off the line, they can block. There's no excuse for not running the ball. It's because you won't. And it opens up the pass. Just run the ball, people. Sacks. 70% of the teams that win the sack battle win the game. Don't get sacked. Hold on to the ball and run the ball, and that's the winning combination. It is not rocket science. Might be brain surgery, but it's not rocket science. I'm going to get into a little bit of gambling. The spreads don't matter. 9 out of 48 games is 19%. Last 3 years, only 13% of games do the spreads even have an effect. So go through and pick your winners, and then if you see a spread that And usually it's around between 3, 3.5, and 6.5, 7 are the spreads that count. Spreads do not matter. 6.5, 1.5, 4.5, 7. Those are the games this year. Those are the numbers. 8, 5.5, 3. So pick the winner, then look at the spread. Don't even look at the spreads. They're there just to, I think they're there to mess with us. Number 3 of my 3 big things. Faux or full real. We got 6 undefeated teams. 3 of them I trust. Full real. 3 of them faux. Something fake. Tampa Bay, 3 last-second comebacks, and I love them. Their D's, not sure. Baker, unbelievable. Injuries costing them 3-0, but they could just as easily be 0-3. Tampa Bay, faux. San Fran, injuries. It's got to be coaching. It's got to be like a strength and conditioning thing by now, because this is 7, 8 years since Shanahan took over. Every single year just ravaged by injuries. I know it's part of the NFL, but it's ridiculous with San Fran. And Indianapolis, just 3-0. Indiana Jones, Danny Dimes. Do we really trust that guy for the season? I don't know. So Indy, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, faux. Faux real, Buffalo, Philly, LAC, Chargers. That's all I got to say. I know Philly's had a couple close calls. They don't look great, but they just win. They just know how to win. When it counts, they make the plays. Buffalo, about the best team in the league. Chargers looking really good. Let's get into segments. Same old shit. Nine fucking games at once. How are we supposed to even keep track? At least next week there's 7. 7 and then 4. I can live with that. 9 games at once. I know we want to watch this, make us watch commercials in the afternoon. It's irritating, bro. I'm trying to do a show, trying to take notes on Red Zone. 9 games at once. Does it really have to? How about stagger the starts at least? They all kick off at the exact same time, so they're all coming down to the end. I feel for Scott Hansen, bro. Octo, what's after Octo? Niner box? Stop it. Kickers, 17 missed field goals, 2 missed extra points. Atlanta with their new kicker, 0 for 2. Romo. Young Wei Koo cost me kicking has cost me 2 weeks. I could have won my pick'em pool. That's $660 because of kickers. Get rid of the goalposts, punt or go for it, just like Larry David said. Or, here they are. Maybe make them here. Here's the goalpost in the NFL. Let's make them here. Make them think twice about it. And sure, they're kicking 50-yarders like nothing, but come down to crunch time, every kick. And I hate, like Tampa, they had the ball at the 32. They were settling for a 40-yard field goal, 35-yarder. With 20, 30 seconds left in a timeout, they just run up the gut and call the timeout. You know what? Get 10 more yards. Go for the end zone. Don't settle for a 40-yard field goal. Don't put it on that guy. He's not an athlete. He's not a football player. He's a soccer player. Kickers, get him out. Too many false starts. Just snap the ball, especially on 4th and short yardage. When you need to pick something up quick, just snap the ball. And the clapping and the blue 62, and then somebody jumps. Now it's 4th and 6 and you're punting. Just snap the damn ball. Get on the ball and say set hut 10 times in a row. See what happens. Blocking sled scheme. The John Madden scheme. The bowling ball, sledgehammer. Just get on the ball like it's the blocking sled and say set hut. Muddle, say set hut. Set hut, set hut. Just see what happens. There's 22 guys in a phone booth and you're trying to run up the gut on 4th and inches. If you're going to run up the gut, how about spread out a couple wide receivers? And how about have a slot and maybe some gaps and then run up the gut? Not 3 tight ends and fucking 22 guys in a phone booth and try run up the gut. This is what I'm talking about, the play calling. It's atrocious. Same old shit. Super slow-mo replay. There's another one. Terry McLaurin was in the end zone. Unless you slow it down to pixel by pixel and, oh my God, here's the end zone and the ball. It looks like right there. And his knees barely, if it's a touchdown on the field, it's a fucking touchdown. Instant replay was not meant to go pixel by pixel. It's meant to correct the obvious. Incontrovertible evidence. Can we just go back to that? The original intent of, so like the huge fuck ups. It's not for every little square inch, pixel by pixel. Give them the touchdown. People's lives are on the line here. Careers. Not lives so much, but I mean, unless you're in with a bookie. And, 9 games and 9 commercials at once. I don't know how they do it. It's like they plan it out. Kick the PAT, people. Especially in the first quarter. It's 13-6. Or it's 14-6 and you score the touchdown. It's 14-12. Just kick the extra point. Because it's under 50% that you make the 2-pointer. And that point that you lost always turns out more important than the 2 that you would have had. Kick extra points unless it's absolutely necessary. It's always been, that used to be the rule. It's always been my deal. Even Baltimore, when they scored and they're down 2 touchdowns, but they go up, they scored a touchdown and, there's a minute left. They're going to need an onside kick, but they go for 2 to make it a 6-point game. When it's an 8-point game, you score a touchdown, just make it a 7-point game. Casey, obvious face mask, no call. Don't start this shit again. Oh shit, the Chiefs are 0-2. We don't want them irrelevant. Don't start this shit, bro. I haven't seen any of Tay. Travis Swift is losing his marbles, though. Andy Reid had to give him a little chest bump. I don't know what his deal is, but, maybe a little more focus on the field than off. This happens a lot. Defenses just give up drives, touchdown drives, or field goal drives with 30 seconds or less. Happens a lot. I don't know if it's a prevent D. I don't know what changes. Maybe offenses should just run their offense like there's a minute left all the time. It's like Green Bay got the field goal blocked with 35 seconds left. Cleveland had the ball at their own 40, and 2 plays they're in field goal range. Schmizmizmit. Good job, Schmizmit. But I don't understand how many times teams let the other team drive into field goal range or for a touchdown with under a minute left. Just baffling. Same old shit. And run the ball. New segment this week. Now I'd have a little more AI music. This is the grab bag. This is the grab bag. Doing some grab bag, just some random thoughts through 3 weeks of the NFL. I get the negative out, trying to be a little more positive. Mike sounds good. Thank you. Eric Carroll. My boy and my only friend watching lives in Italy. It's midnight. I love that guy. Thank you. Let's do some grab bag, random thoughts from the NFL. From whence he came. Carson Wentz, starting for his 6th team in 6 seasons. That's a record, by the way. KOC, bro. He just makes careers. Kevin O'Connell. Look what he did with Darnold. He's 15-3 with ginger quarterbacks. But just throw anybody. Remember, he had at Pasternaut, Dobbs. He had like 1 practice. Mullins. Just throw anybody under there. I'll go play QB in Minnesota. 382. JJ, there you go. Slant. KOC just saves QBs, resurrects their careers. Baker Mayfield, he's head coach maker, his last two offensive coordinators, Dave Canales and Liam Cohen, head coaches now. Look at Baker. Gotta love that guy. He struggled early, some attitude, and understandable coming out. As a first pick, I probably wouldn't have gone there, but Cleveland probably gave up on him a little too soon. Grab bag. Michael Penix needs a changeup, by the way. Just fastball, fastball, fastball. I was high on Penix. I had him as a sleeper top 10 quarterback, and it is not looking good right now. Are we going to see some Kirk Cousins? We did at the end of the game. They just got shut out by Carolina. Atlanta needs to look in the mirror. Ooh, that'd be a good segment. Look in the mirror. What about you, Dad? No, what about you? Shizmit for the win. After week one, when I just blasted him, how do you even hire a guy? SZMYT, Andre Schmidt. I will pronounce your name correctly, sir, and respect you. Hit the game winner to beat Green Bay. It's funny, probably. I know it's total exaggeration, but I saw somewhere $1.1 billion bet on Green Bay. I'm sure there was millions. And it's funny how that works out, that Love just throws a pick that's just like, oh my goodness. I mean, he's known for bad picks at a bad time, but that was god awful. Not blocking on the field goal to get that blocked. Matthew Golden could have just strode into the end zone. He was 5 yards past the defender and just runs out of bounds. So they don't score a touchdown. Money line was like 92% of the money and a lot on Green Bay, and what Vegas calling. So Andre Schmidt, he lost his mom just as I did this year. So going through a lot, much respect, but kickers still got to go. Let's take the goalposts out. Bad beat of the year. The Rams, you're thinking no matter what, if you got the Rams +3, it's a 1-point game. They're kicking a field goal. They make it. They win by 2. You cover. You win. They miss it. You still cover. Block. No time on the clock. D lineman Jordan Davis picks it up and goes 70 yards. You're just going, that's not what you do. Just fall down. That's the time, when that happens, then somebody comes behind him and strips into the ball, and then they go back and run it back. Oh, just heartache. 3 points. Wah, wah, wah. Anybody on a 2-0 team? I got advice for you. Rasheed Walker, Green Bay. When you're 2-0 and you're looking pretty good, don't just say, hey, I think we can go undefeated. I mean, it's like talking to a pitcher during a perfect game, or mentioning the word perfect game, or no hitter. It's like coming down to the pitcher when he's down. Hey, buddy, you got a no hitter going. Oh, hey, by the way, we could go 7. Oh, we're 2-1 now. So Rasheed Walker, when you're 9-0 and you kind of start thinking about it, when you're 12-0, you say, we do have a chance. When you're 2-0, maybe we leave undefeated alone. I believe in karma. I believe in jinx. I believe, wear the same socks. I believe in you don't say we're going undefeated when we're 2-0. Special teams equals special needs. 19 missed kicks, 4 blocks. Guys still catching punts at the 2. Hey, fair catch at the 1-yard line. Oh, hey. Oh, sorry. Grab bag. Lad McConkey kind of looks like Gazoo. You ever see? I mean, his helmet's like this. Remember Flintstone's Gazoo? Like alien guy flying around. I love him. He's got to come around, though. Is he the number 3 receiver all of a sudden? 3rd round pick? Come on, Lad McConkey. Olive on a toothpick. So I got a question. If CJ Gardner-Johnson has a kid in wedlock or out, and her name is Lisa Parker Fitzsimmons. So is that kid Andrew Gardner-Johnson Parker Fitzsimmons? Is that how you're putting the kid through life in school. Tom Smith here. Johnny Cochran here. Andrew Gardner Johnson, Parker Fitzsimmons. Okay, well, class is over. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll try to get to some math. I don't know. Is that how that works? Let's talk timeouts. You can't burn timeouts. First half, fine. In the second half, timeouts are gold. Rams burned one early in the third. I think maybe Dallas. Just every time I see, you know what? Let the clock run down. Unless, like, if you see and you're on defense and it's a close game and you see there's no cornerback out there and Justin Jefferson's all alone, okay, that might be a time for a timeout. If it's 2nd down and 7 in the middle of the third quarter and it's a 3-point game and the clock's running down, take the 5 yards. Because how many times you get down and you have to kick the ball off and you only have 2 or 1 timeout because just stupidly burned a timeout. Second half, you must save your timeouts, period. None. That's the grab bag. Some AI tunes. I'm going to figure it out, bro. I got this AI. You can just type in grab bag, rap style, and it makes you a song. It's unbelievable. I have 20 different intros. I just can't figure out how to this mic to pick up music. But coming soon, AI, the good stuff. AI is good for some stuff, funny stuff. And if you want to throw like a grizzly bear in the background or something, but when you have Patrick Mahomes saying, well, I like butt sex with Travis Kelce and it feels real good. And then Taylor can watch sometimes. I mean, that's just, I saw a Lamar Jackson one and just he's cussing out Derrick Henry and just doing shit that he would never say. But it's so real and the lips match and it's his exact voice. AI is fucking scary. Not to mention that robots in every movie uprise and take over and kill all the humans because they don't need us. So, but let's just keep going down that path. Makes me glad I'm 50-something years old sometimes. I kind of scared for my kid, but she can deal with that. That is my grab bag segment. We're keeping the name alive. What the Fluss? The guy that said when he lost on a Hail Mary, but he gave up a 15-yard out the play before, but he said that play didn't matter. Only the Hail Mary mattered. Well, you can't throw a Hail Mary from 70 yards. So, yeah, the play before the Hail Mary really matters. And then the guy that went into the locker room after the game with a timeout in his pocket on Thanksgiving Day of all times and with about 30 seconds left, just ran the clock out and threw up a Hail Mary to the 5-yard line. Remember that guy? That guy. What the Fluss? More shenanigans with the tush push. What the Fluss? Another false start. They said they're going to be watching and you just can't see it apparently. We all see it. I mean, I can't imagine that there's some kind of Vegas conspiracy for the Eagles to win another Super Bowl or get to the Super Bowl, but you never know. That could be the case. Something funky with the tush push for sure. What the Fluss? New York Jets, just doing New York Jets things. And, Aaron Glenn's, we're not the same old Jets. I love the dance. Was awesome. After they blocked the field goal. We're not the same old Jets, but we're 0-3, and we just gave up a touchdown drive to lose or a field goal drive after we blocked a field goal and probably should have won. And also we're 0-3, but we're not the same old Jets. 4th down and 12. Tyrod Taylor, and let's throw a 7-yard pattern on 4th and 12. What the Fluss? What I talked about earlier, settling for a 40-yard field goal when you have timeouts and time on the clock. Go score. Go get to the 3-yard line. Don't put it on your kicker for a 40-yard field goal, please. Kickers, Skinny little fucker. Never have to block, never have to get tackled, never have to make a tackle, never have to carry the ball and throw a pass. They're soccer players, bro. And how do you blow your hammy as a kicker in pregame? That's happened twice this year. Kickers. You know this one? Marvin Jr. What the Floos? Catch the ball. Tough one in the end zone, and there was PI called on the other guy, but tough one. The one was like a punt, and you're just standing there. Probably would have scored. I kind of need you, bro. You're a third-round fantasy football pick. You're, 12th pick in the draft. Your dad was amazing. I mean, I love your demeanor. You're a consummate pro, but catch the damn ball. What the Floos? Blocked kick, special teams. What the Floos? Oh, what the Floos? What the Floos? That was the what the Floos? What the Floos? More AI. Glad the mic sounds good. Yeah. Brand new HP computer. I like PCs. I don't know about you Mac people, but give me a PC any day. This is Brother Richie, your backseat quarterback, live September 25th. Usually I do Tuesdays, but I had a sick kid from school Tuesday, and then Wednesday was buy a computer and set it up. So this is Thursday night football tonight. So me and my boy Eric, no, that's Sunday, the early morning, our biggest, because we go together and we do some parlays and do some gambling together. But if I had an audience, I would say, what do you think? If, one day I'll have an audience, I swear. But he's big on Pittsburgh in Dublin. What is it? 1.5? He's big on Pittsburgh. 2.5. I think Minnesota blows them out. So what say you, my two people? Yeah. Gambling. I'm going to do my gambling show next. I went 12-4 in week 2 and 4-12. I've been flipping a coin, bro. The coin flip's doing phenomenally well. Coin flips. What is he? 35-23. Flipping a coin against a spread. 35-23. Take that. Put $100 on that. You're up $2,000. You're up $1,000 at least. Now I'm freaking like four games under 500. And I do all the studying. I know it's a Tomlin spot. Eric Carroll. I don't know, bro. How long is Tomlin spot? 17 years. 1 Super Bowl. No playoff wins in 8 years. Not looking great. I think Minnesota's solid. That D's gonna fuck with Aaron Rodgers. We'll see. I mean, if we weren't on the same team, we'd bet each other, but we're kind of a hooey together. So hot seats. Flaming hot seats. I had 7 from week 3. Number 7 hot seat from week 2. I mean, Kansas City barely. I mean, they could have lost. This Russell Wilson's a travesty. They do not look good. KC, we'll get them out. Cincinnati O-line I had. See if they could protect. You know what? They're on the hot seat. Just the whole team. McDaniel's number 1, yes, of this week. I'll get to that. Last week, number 5, Caleb. He's firmly off the hot seat for now. He had to, win, lose, or draw. Caleb had to show something. And he sure did against that Dallas D. Number 4, CJ Stroud. Now he's 0-3, firmly on the hot seat. Number 2, Stefanski pulls it. I don't know if Vegas or something, but when I'm going to say this again, and I could get in trouble. When I say Vegas, it's not like we'll give you $2.2 million to throw the game. I think it's more like Jimmy Chainsaw says, hey, I know where your kid goes to junior high. I know where you live. I know your pet. I know Scruffy. I know Tina. So here's what's going to happen. If it goes that deep, and I hate to think that it does, but it's a possibility. So Stefanski just pulled one out of his ass. Mike McDaniel, number 2, they look better. One terrible pick, they played Buffalo tough. Nobody saw that coming, but he's moving up on the hot seat. And Brian Dable, you're changing quarterbacks. You're still firmly 0-3, firmly on the hot seat, but probably move down a little bit. Week 3, my hot seats. I got 7 of them. Ramondre Stevenson comes in at number 7. Can you give the guy any more carries at all? I mean, fumble problems last year, had one last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago. And then 2, one at the goal line. They had 4 fumbles and a pick, 5 turnovers, and lose by 7. New England, superior team by far. We didn't even talk about that one, Eric Carroll. 5.5 points, Carolina at home. Just, you can't put money on them, though. And can Henderson play? I don't know. They say he can't pass block, so coach him up. Get the ball out quicker. Only play him in running plays. Number 6 on my hot seat, Baltimore. And more, this is feeling like John Harbaugh culture. Blowout good teams sometimes, play well most of the time, but big games, playoffs, don't play well. Play down to the competition, don't play well. They're 1-5 against KC. They have 2 playoff wins. Just heart-crushing. Super Bowl contenders every year, not make it out of the first or second round of the playoffs. Big hot seat. I think Harbaugh, it's a culture thing. And when did Derrick Henry ever fumble 3 games in a row? Number 5 on my hot seat, Houston, not just CJ Stroud, the whole team. They got Tennessee coming in, they're 7-point favorites. Houston, Jacksonville ain't looking good. Indy, I don't really buy them. They're 3-0, but we'll see. Houston, number 5 on my hot seat. Number 4, Cincinnati. QB, coach all the way down. Defense, O-line. Cincinnati, worst loss of your whole franchise career. Sunday. Number 4 on the hot seat. Number 3, Dallas. As a team, your D looks terrible. Maybe you miss Micah, Maybe you don't trade away, like a once-in-a-decade type of guy. So they're like 28th in overall D. Terrible against the pass, terrible against the run. Terrible scoring. So number 3. Number 2, Brian Dable. He would be even number 1, but changing quarterbacks gives you a little respite. And Mike McDaniel, bro. You got the Jets on Monday night at home. I'm not sure you keep your job if you lose that game, and it's losable. Jets. The Jets are the Jets, but they've been in games. That is my hot seat. Let's get to some positive stuff, shall we? Chee Hoo. First and foremost, the NFL, oh my goodness. Just expectations are up here every week. And they just, they blow through every week. You can't make this shit up, bro. The NFL just abides like the dude every single week. There's never, it's like, oh, what a bummer day in the NFL. It's just, can you believe this shit? Again and again and again, 18 weeks in a row and the playoffs. And there's dud games here and there, but there's 16 games a week, 15 bye weeks, There's at least 12, 13 games a week. And 8 of them go down to the wire, and 6 of them are phenomenal, and 2 of them are just instant classic every single week. So to the NFL, hats off. You got the shit going. How about my boy Shizmit? Andre Schmidt to you. Lost your mom. Missed 2 kicks in week 1. Game winning 52 yarder, I think 40 something. And all this Schmidt you went through, bro. Good on you. Video assistance. Just make the right call. Oh, you know what? He did get the first down. Yeah, you don't have to go under the thing. Video assistance, more of that. Less of the challenge flag, more of that. If we're going to do it right. And no pixel by pixel to the fucking inch line that the guy wasn't in the end zone when in full speed he rolls in the end zone 5 yards deep. Every time it's one of my guys too, and it looks like, oh God, they're going to put him down at the fucking half-yard line. It's just so crap. Indiana Jones, Daniel Dimes, 3-0, baby. Shane Steichen, he was on the hot seat preseason. And, they always said he was a QB whisperer and offensive genius. And if you can take Daniel Jones and look like that, let me just remind me who exactly we played, though. Daniel Jones has played. Give me a second here. Well, they beat Tennessee. Miami, Denver, and Tennessee. No, I don't want to set up my family group. Miami, you better beat them. Denver just that terrible. I mean, it's probably the right call, but dumbass rule and a terrible play on the 60-yard field goal. And then Tennessee. So we'll see, but we'll give Daniel Dimes while you're still there. Cleveland defense, unbelievable. Minnesota. Carolina, 30-0 shutout. Marcus Mariota, Carson Wentz, backup QBs coming in. Mac Jones, 2-0. NFC West, all 2-1 or better. Justin Herbert, best QB in the league. 4th and 2, San Fran, super quick snap and throw the bomb. Get on the ball and say, Said Hud, even if you're not up the gut. See how it was such a beautiful play, too. The center, they all line up, and the center acts like he doesn't quite know the snap count. As soon as he gets on the ball, snap it. Catch the D. Every second that the offense is in the stance and calling out audibles, advantage defense. Exponentially more and more to the defense. The quicker you snap the ball, the fresher your O-line's legs are. The defense can move around. The O-line is stuck in that stance. Just snap the ball. Only audible if you need to. How about just set hut? That's it. Chee Hoo. How about to Eric Carroll? And my one other person. And how about a no can to all my friends and family that don't even watch, but that's okay. This is practice. Stepping up my game. Get a green screen, get a bigger, Grandma Noreen. Take down the clothespins. But love you guys. Oh, I've been thinking about this, and I can look it up. I got to get a hold of Scott Hansen. I love him. But, when he says, and we go into the witching hour where wins become losses and losses become wins, I think I have a brilliant call line for that. It's the witching hour, yeah? How about this? And we're into the witching hour where losses become wins and wins become nightmares. Yeah? Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Nightmare, witching hour. Losses become wins and wins become nightmares. Wins become losses and losses become wins. Pretty generic. Not your best work. Where losses become wins and wins become nightmares. Scott Hansen. Love you guys. What'd we go about? 43 minutes. Perfect. Eric, we'll talk soon. Everybody else, you can, go to my YouTube channel, Not Pods. Check the live. You can stream any of my shows. Okay. Aloha.